So, a couple of corrections. So, I got done with that last video, and I said I'll be back with part two. And then I got it. I'm going to upload it, and I'm thinking, you know what, old man, you did a talk here not too long ago where you showed many aircraft. You went into the gallery, and I had gone to great lengths to search out images because I delete, but I send some images to some people. I put some images up on Telegram. It took a little doing, but I put together some images of some aircrafts that you can't identify, helicopters that you can't identify. I showed some very unusual aircraft, some that you can identify. And then we get, well, you know, I've heard everything. Well, I don't know that I've heard everything, but I think I've heard every kind of nonsensical bullshit, like, you're crazy. You are in a flight path for Camp Grayling. You're in a flight path for Munson Hospital. You're in a flight path for Kalkaska. You're in a flight path for the Kalkaska Airport. You're a fucking idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, explain the Soviet era bird. Please explain the purple helicopters, the black helicopters, the jets that have markings that I can't identify them, and I have tried. I have tried looking through international records of theme on the outside of these birds. So tell me that I'm an idiot. Go ahead. The problem that we all face is we were conditioned and taught what to think and not how to think. So that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough to deal with, especially when you are a person who has learned how to think, and you deal with people that they don't know how to think, and they're trained to be reactionary. They're conditioned to be reactionary. So, explain the VIC. Explain the fingers four. Explain the two VICs, the fingers four, and which are obviously have to be planned. That's expensive equipment. It's expensive fuel. And when you get somebody to the point of, well, why would the military spend that kind of money on you? I'm like, yeah, really, why would the military spend that kind of money on me? I used to have people tell me the military was threatening me. You get them to the point where okay, yeah, that's no doubt. And they're fucking with you. They're threatening you. How come? Do I look like I feel threatened? And why 3 fucking years? The better part of 2,000 fucking sky events. Why would they spend that kind of money to scare me when they can easily monitor every motherfucking thing that I do? And I am not afraid. And I keep doing. And the more I do, it seems the more reactionary events continue to happen. So I had a couple of misspeaks. Since I came to the realization that 2 to 3 weeks ago, I did a talk called Messaging that gave me the title, Part 2, Messaging. And so this talk is Part 3. So that was a misspeak in the last talk. Also, another misspeak was the post office. I said I was at the post office on the 29th. No. I opened up the postal shipping lanes for myself, for the military post, and for the court. On the 3rd of March, and on the 29th of March, I completed the paperwork of the change form, and it was on April 1st that I was at the post office. Okay, so that clarifies that. I got a note. Oh, I got a note here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it means. The day that I went to the post office. All right, I got to back up. Prior to going to the post office, I had a sky event here at nighttime where I had a helicopter on cue come down the landing zone over my roof on a trajectory towards the court and the road where I had recently put up the signage for at the road for the shipping lanes, the postal shipping lanes. And that helicopter makes a hard right-hand turn right there. So that was quite interesting. Oh, it was very low. It was very low. And I captured that. We have that on video. That's something you can see if you haven't seen it yet. So with that in mind, that's kind of unusual to see a hard turn, a hard bank to the right or a hard bank to the left. So now it's the 1st, April 1st, and it's my once a month out to take care of business and get supplies and whatnot. And the sky seemed to be full of trails. And let's see, going down Saunders Road, and there's open fields to the right, great big open farm fields to the right. And there's a trail. How do I describe this? It's like it's low coming along, and then it's up like this, and then an arc like that helicopter I described. And I'm looking at this thing, this trail is going up, 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 and then arcs, and it's right out my window. It's right there for me to see. And it's a trail that stays, that holds. And in my trip into town, I'm looking at the sky, and it's loaded. It's crazy. It's crazy air traffic. Now, some of you might remember when I finally got my dental appointment, and I had to go to Traverse City for that. There was nothing in the sky all day. From here to Traverse City, there was no jets to be found anywhere. There was some prop planes in Traverse City because of the Traverse City Airport, but between here and Traverse City, there was nothing. And the guy who drove me, I'm saying, what do you see in the sky? What do you see? There's nothing. Nothing. And that's like a 45 minute drive there. And then I'm in there for a few hours. And then a 45 minute drive back. Or it was longer than that because we made a couple of stops. It might have been an hour and a half coming back. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm saying, what do you see in the sky, Joe? What do you see? Nothing. Nothing. From here to Traverse City, there and back. So it's really quite interesting, the things that have happened here since I gave a land location for a court of law and invited all of America to be here. And it was when I started talking about it is when the shit started happening in the sky. So, all right. I think that's, I'll be able to say more. Because you're in the gallery with me, and I'm going to be joining you with a little teeny circle video. All right.
Yep, I'm here. I've been here. So, yeah, I've shown a lot, and it's one sky event at a time. Sometimes it's one video at a time. Sometimes the video will have multiple sky events. Many times I shut the video down, and a few seconds later I start up a new one because I failed to look around. But yeah, you're back in the gallery with me. I might as well show this. This is, who's this talking to? Who can see this? You got to be looking from up above, right? You got to be looking from up above to see that. Same thing with this. You got to be looking from up above to see that. And I did that last year. And that gets lit up every night. On cue. The landing zone gets lit up every night on cue. The flag pedestal flag gets lit up every night on cue. Over the years, I have shown a lot of sky events. And so as I said earlier, I got to stop this. Let's see. Go here. Get back to the beginning. All right. So this is yesterday. When did this start? It was afternoon. 12:28 is when this video ended. That's a timestamp when this video ended. So it was quiet skies till about little afternoon yesterday, and things started happening.
The time was 12:25. I'm not sure where we are in the 12:25 minute, but I'm thinking this guy hit a 12:23.
I know he did.
Coming in, because he's passed overhead, he's on his way out. So I think that's safe to say. Straight up 12 o'clock, we had a bird over here with a southwest trajectory. This guy's on a southwest trajectory, but they were different. The other guy was more westerly. This one's more southerly. But the other one, as he went by, had trails similar to this, and it changed. It changed right about here to something that stayed and lingered while all the rest of the trail vanished. We got a lot of visibility today. We got a lot of sky, a lot of visibility, and the skies have been quiet, other than what I show and explain in this video. Got a prop plane making a little bit of noise right now. Oh, there he goes. I see him.
I'm bad aiming with the
I don't know
camera,
if I
but
get him on
you'll
the
get
camera or
you'll get a
not.
little glimpse of him.
Depends on how good my aim is.
Happens to be a
little white dot.
prop plane. It'll be right over the top of
He
these
should be over the
trees.
top of these trees.
There he goes, bottom of the screen. There he's gone. That's all I got.
At any rate, I don't think that's anything of any interest. But I can say the skies have been very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I got a flag coming. It'll be here next week. I got several flags coming. Got a lot of flags need to be changed out. They have, like this one, weathered a few too many storms.
All right. So, like I said, we're not focusing on timestamps from the sky events yesterday. We're going to focus on trails. Now, people have told me, like I said, I've heard about every kind of thing I could hear. They're chemtrailing you, Ethan. They're poisoning you. All right. So they talk to me like I don't know about chemtrails. They talk to me like I didn't post about chemtrails years ago on my Telegram channel. Like I don't know what a chemtrail sky looks like. So as we go through these videos, you're going to see where they turn the trails on and they turn the trails off. And so hang with it here. This was quite a day. Right now the time is 1:45. Now I watched this bird come by. I caught him way back over here. And he was dropping trail. Or no, he wasn't dropping trail. He had a little trail. He wasn't dropping trail. And as he got into this area, the trail started lengthening and lengthening. And this has stayed. You see, there's nothing out there. So, all right, so I probably talked this, but to the right of the screen is the east. So he comes in from the east. I'm watching him. I could have filmed him, but I'm thinking, let's see what happens. And so he flies across the sky, and he's got a short trail behind him. He's not dropping trail. But then he gets here, and he starts dropping trail. So carry on here, Mr. Dean. He's flying, dropping, got a little trail, not leaving a chemtrail or a com trail, and then drops a com trail, not a chemtrail, a com, a communication. What's it saying? It's saying this location is noted. At the very least, that's what this is saying. See it? It ain't there. But he traveled all that distance, and he had trail. But he switched something. He switched something to make a trail that will stay together, not dissipate so quickly. Oh, here we got another one live. So he came by like this. See that? That's how he came in.
He came in like that. And then all of a sudden, switched the trail to be something that lingers. Prop planes in the vicinity. Prop planes in the vicinity. Now his trail is starting to lengthen. His trail is definitely lengthening. And I wonder, is he going to make a V? His trail is lengthening. Will it linger? Look at that. Well, that's kind of X marks the spot over the landing zone. That is X. Oh, and look at that trail. It is. It's lengthening out. And this part right here at the X, this is staying. That's X marks the spot, baby. That is X marks the spot. I'm going to pause and go check the time. All right, I was gone 20 seconds or so. Look at that trail. It's still, see, it didn't fade off. X marks the spot. 1:49 is the time. X marks the spot. What are the odds? What are the odds? Take a look at his trail out here. Yeah, you see, that's fading off. That's fading off. But back here, look at that. X marks the spot. Right here. Right there, baby.
Okay, so there's an example how they turn. They're coming with a trail so that they're visible. A short trail behind the jet, and then all of a sudden they switch something in there to leave a communication trail, not a chem trail, not poisoning me. So that's clearly X marks the spot over the landing zone. And again, we're not being concerned about timestamps as we go through here.
The time is 1:53. The X marks the spot has moved, but it's staying together.
Look how that held together, and it moved a lot.
All this time later. And we got another one in motion over here. Wants to be seen. Wants to be seen. Yeah, he wants to be seen. And this trail that I watch that bird come in. I watch that bird come in. You can see how he ended it. He ended it. He was flying west, southwest, and or south.
So the winds come from the west, and so I watch these trails. Sometimes there's no bird. Like the trail was dropped to the west from a bird that I never saw, and a trail will drift in. And it's got a beginning, it's got an end. That's not like chemtrails that go all the way across the sky and make these grids and and the sky changes. That's not what's going on here. And this is what I'm trying to show you. So the winds, yesterday they were moving to the south and to the west. So we watch these things we watch these trails drift east and south.
Southwest. And you see it ends. And our X is still holding together. X marks the spot. Still there. It's faint, but it's there. And this guy's on his way out. He's on his way out. Interesting day.
It gets a lot more interesting.
Interesting day.
All right. So I'm calling out the times on these videos because I've made a habit of doing that, whether they make sense to me or not. A lot of times they'll make sense to me later. Sometimes I got to think about when I caught the plane, when I caught the sky event, when the sky event started, when the sky event ended. Decoding these ciphers has been quite challenging, but we're not focusing on messaging by timestamps. We're looking at the different things that
Right now
happen.
the time is 2:03. Now this guy has been drifting in. He's been drifting in.
I didn't see that.
So that's the beginning. And I don't know where the end is. It's on the other side of these trees. But it's interesting that that is there and this is over here. Now this one has an end and a beginning. Step over here.
All right, so to me, this is coordinated. You got a trail that's short, one to the south, one to the north. And what's in between? What's in between? My 40 acres is in between. The sovereign military post is in between. The sovereign court for the American people is in between. Yeah. So, all right. Continue. Carry on, Mr. Dean.
There we go. That's a better view. That's a better view. You can see it has an end and a beginning. And where is it? Well, that's basically to the south. Basically to the south. And this one's to the north. Okay, now marking the location here where we had X marks the spot. Yeah, kind of drawing the lines in.
Okay. Call me crazy. Call me an idiot. Think for yourself. Don't be reactionary. When you look at any one of these as a single event, it's a yawner. But if you ever took the time to go through a day and actually think about what I'm showing, you may take a different position. So this becomes a very interesting
there
day.
I was, minding my own business, paying attention, and I talked about this in the last video. Or did I say it's 2:15? It's 2:15. And I see this guy drifting in. I've been watching this guy. I've been thinking about him. Thinking about how he's at his most pronounced. I mean, it has expanded. It's gotten wide. It's stayed together. But it's at its most pronounced when it has one end pretty much in line with the landing zone. And this is pretty much over the landing zone. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. These are all yawners until you start putting them together. Then they start to mean something.
I think I just heard that. Okay, I think that's the end of that video. On to the next one.
The time is 2:25. So the trail from the previous videos is still here.